All right, we are live. Except for LinkedIn.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, this is Jase, and welcome to Speakeasy with Jase. So, Vanessa, something I have to do while we go live is I got to check.
Is what?
I got to make sure all the streams are working, like that it's actually broadcasting to all the different channels. It looks like it is.
Okay.
Do a check. So real quick, please introduce yourself, and that will do two things. One, introduce you. With two, give me time to make sure this is all going correctly.
Okay. Well, I'm Vanessa Ferguson. I own and operate the Ideal Digital Marketing and Consulting, where our business is growing your business. I also do a lot around the community and influence and model with that.
You're a what model? Say it again.
I said I influence and I model within that.
Got you. Yeah, cool.
I'm also a student of yours.
Yes. And I think, Vanessa, just personally, meeting you, I think you're just awesome and it's wonderful. I really like cool chicks who are beautiful and that also make other women and men feel awesome around them, because not every person does that. Really great looking. And I think that you are using your looks and what God's given you to help other people. So some Facebook users said, hi. If you're watching the stream, you guys, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name. I don't know how you do it. But what I'll do is I'll also pop this open in another window so we can see who's watching. Some shout outs. We have a bunch of people watching already. This is cool. So first, you guys.
Yay, hi guys.
Yeah, and I want to apologize for starting late. And also, how are you doing today? Because today, and part of the reason we're late, today has definitely been my worst day in a few days. Just kind of a poop
No
day.
way.
Yeah, totally. So I woke up to this woman's video, and she's young. She looks like she's 30s, maybe 40s, in a hospital in England with her thing on, and she's like talking about how she couldn't breathe. Yeah, you see that one on Insta, and then and then right after that, something else, and then something else, and then Betsy. Betsy and I are gonna hunker down here at the house, you guys. We're going to I know. So, but Betsy's like, I need to make a place for all my stuff before I come stay. And I'm like, I lost my head for a moment. I'm like, you don't have time to wait and you want to organize before you move. And I'm like, honestly, in my head, I'm picturing like zombies chasing us. I know it's probably just get sick for two, but like all this, I don't know if I'm just worn out at this point or if I don't know what it is, but like I'm picturing like, if we wait, zombies are going to get us. And I'm like, run! So I blew up at her. And then when Betsy gets upset, she doesn't get loud. She gets really quiet. So she got really quiet. She left the room. And then I'm pissy and freaking out. So I'm like, I'm such a jerk. Our first day of isolation, I've already yelled at her.
So it's going well.
Yes.
You're not tripping at all. Everything's fine. Stop you in.
Everything's fine.
You need some CBD or something. Coffee when you're stressed.
I texted my CBD guy today, actually, to get more.
You got to connect. You got to hook up. You got to plug.
Actually, to tell you what's really funny, though, is this guy white labels and he brands out CBD and vitamins and also like gut medicine and all that stuff. So I'm gonna white label and come out with my own line. But I'm gonna hook you up with this dude because I get it wholesale right now. So I get like 1,500 IBU CBD for like $37 a bottle or something. It's crazy. So
heck yeah. Okay, heck yeah.
So
don't be too stressed.
Don't be too what? Yeah, and I have it then. I don't know why today it just hit like all of a sudden. Oh, this is the other thing is my landlord, my lease is up, so I'm thinking about getting out of there because there's no point to stay in this house and pay what I'm paying because I got a big house for people to come visit, and no one's visiting, so no point in keeping it. And I don't think my landlord sees what's coming. And I made a pretty reasonable offer to stay, and then I texted some other friends who have this place like up in the mountains. And I was like, might as well go there for a couple of months and stay up in the mountains. It'll be fun. And the price they gave was like crazy. And I'm like, that'll piss me off at once. So let's do
today seems like it's a Monday for you.
Yeah, today's like a Monday. So Linda Ipaya says hello. Albert Angelo says, what program is that? Google Meeting.
Hi.
Albert, this is called StreamYard. Linda E. Pie says, love you, Jase. Betsy, Ronan, 2 other people joined. Oh, it didn't show me. Hey, Ronan, what's up? It's good to see you guys.
Hey, guys.
Vanessa says, Joel Smith says, hey, and Vanessa is legit. And I need that hookup.
Thanks. Look at this. Williams. My hair is disgusting. Sorry.
Your hair needs some isolation.
Anyways, hi guys. Thanks for popping in.
So here, Vanessa, this is cool. I like this because check out this. I do like this StreamYard because I can do things like this. Check this out. I'm going to put this banner up and watch this. And now it's going to scroll. Boom.
Oh, it's like the news. Yes.
Yeah.
In red.
Yeah, Joel, set Facebook so that go to StreamYard and let it know your name. So Facebook user, which is Joel, says it's Joel. Lindy Pie says, hello. Albert, what program is that? Google Meet. So Albert, it is called StreamYard. What I do like about it, I can actually, I'll share my screen. Vanessa, we're totally going off of being social. Are you cool with that?
It's okay. Yeah, you're fine.
So I'm going to share my screen. I'll just share my entire screen. It's going to get weird looking for a second, but the reason I'm showing you this is because of this right here. I'll do it so you don't see too much. But you see these 4 right here? I'm going to 2 Facebook pages, 3 Facebook pages directly, and YouTube directly. And when I get approved on LinkedIn, it will push to LinkedIn directly as well. So
this is legit.
It's really cool. It has some limitations. Like you can only have 6 people join the stream at once. Linda says, I love you too, Linda. Joel says, Joel, he got it fixed. Cool. Says, I need that hookup. That's probably for the CBD. Ronan says, yo. Lindy Pie says, hi, Vanessa. And Joel says, I did. Hi. Joel, type what you did so other people can did it as well, please. So
chat with some other guests.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm share about my crappy day. Let's hear about yours. What's happening with you? And I'm going to
Okay. I'm actually really having a great day.
Awesome.
Having a great day. I woke up a tiny bit late because somebody was here being up late, hanging out. So I went to sleep a little late, but I got up. I went to the gym, worked out. I got this new planner from Brandon Burchard. Is that Brandon Burchard? He's like a #1 leader or author in productivity, I think.
Yeah.
So I have his. I got his planner in the mail the other day. Freaking loving it. It is just like exactly lined out how my brain works, and I'm obsessed. So got that done today. I've got more done today.
What?
Like,
tell me about that.
Go grab it.
Really? Go ahead. Yeah.
So it has it starts. So I have typically started my day with I wake up and I pray and I'm grateful, right? And then I'll do my affirmations and then I stretch and then I work out and then I listen to an audio and then I sit down and do a to-do list for my day. That's kind of my morning process, so to speak. But this planner has it all you do an assessment of your focus, an assessment of, goals and this and that. And then it has this daily layout of morning intentions, little morning journal prompts, priming, right? And then what do I need to tell myself today? Who do I need to reach out to socially? Who do I need to reach out here? Ooh. Here's my my schedule. The times are all laid out. And then the next page is a calendar with the week in advance. And it has your top priority tasks. And then it has a nighttime journal for every day. It's freaking sick.
That's great. Well, grab it. Let's look at it. Very cool.
Okay.
You guys, if you're liking the stream, do me a favor, mash that thumbs up. We got a lot of people viewing right now. Just so you know, I'm streaming live into multiple platforms. So it shows me the aggregate number of people viewing. On where you are, there might not be a ton of people. But do me a favor, you guys, if you're liking it, please like and share so we can get more exposure and we'll share a little bit more positivity. Jim Troth joined. Good to see you. Christine Croce, good to see you as well. Christine, we were just talking about CBD, and boy, there's going to be a worldwide need for that to help people come off the ledge. Come off the ledge soon. So good to see all of you guys. Please, let me know how you're doing. How are you guys doing with this thing? And I do want to ask this question: what level are you at? Are you at? I copied this post from my friend of mine, Jeff, and now I'm seeing everyone post it. But what level are you at in your in your lockdown, you guys. So here's the question. Are you at, let me get where it is. Are you at level 1, living normal, level 2, being cautious, but still going out, level 3, going out as needed, but mostly staying, working from home, still seeing friends and family, level 4, very limited, going out only when unavoidable, very careful contact with people, or 5, full lockdown, no one in or out. I have been level 3, 4, and I'm rapidly escalating to a level 5. So where are you? Jesse, Kelly Pena says, who else is in here? We had some more people join. Laura says, thanks for doing it. You're welcome. Jesse says, hi, Jase. Thanks, Jesse, for joining. Amy says, hey, Jase. Hey, Amy, Club Touch. Ronan says, Brendan Bouchard.
Bouchard.
Yeah,
is it? How do you say his last name?
I think it's Bouchard with an R. Bouchard.
It's Burchard. Burchard. I mean.
Bouchard.
Anyways.
Bouchard or Bouchard? It's not butchered, though. You butchered that.
Burchard.
Where are you guys? What level are you at? Laura Killebrew is a 3. Linda is a 4. Good. You guys, I'd like to see you all get the 4 to 5, honestly. So go ahead. So show us what you got. And then I want to share with you something I just set up, actually, that you would be proud of as a social media influencer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. It starts with a whole life assessment and then a high performance habits assessment, a life vision, near-term goals, 1 and 3 year, primary aspirations, and then being goals. And it goes through relations, career and creations, growth, month ahead at a glance.
Very cool.
Major projects, major events, what things could trip me up in each of those, and how am I going to plan ahead? And then it goes into the week ahead. What's the most important thing I need to stay focused on? What events or meetings need to happen for sure on this day? Like it really walks you through the mental priming of a really productive day. And then you get to the day itself and it says today's message to myself. Morning mindset. One thing, like it just asks really good priming questions. And then top 3 goals and priorities, tasks that absolutely must be done, persons I need to lead or contact with today. And then it goes through an evening journal and a daily habit scorecard. And then that's it. And then it's the next day.
I love that. That's really cool.
It is. Like, I feel like I literally manifested this like that. I mean, it's already obviously been in his brain, but I was thinking, God, I really need like something that just simplifies it. Because you know how I am. I need like the thing. And found this planner. I mentioned him in my Instagram story and he responded, or his PR representative, and offered me some, download something else for free. Thanks for the mention, blah, 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 blah. I think it's his book. It might be his book, which I'm going to get if it's not his book.
It's interesting. He's got a lot of influence because I know 2 of the guys that are mine that I'm clients of that are, help a lot of thought leaders, and they are big fans of his as well. So I've been thinking about checking out his stuff. So, well, we're giving him some.
Because I know I have ADHD. Like I've been clinically by my counselor, and right now, and it was funny because I'm pretty spiritual as well, and I pray for things, and I typically receive answers or some revelation of some sort, and or I feel like I keep getting reminded by others. So I had a conversation with my mentor and business partner, Jeff Wilcox, and he's been really urging me for systems, and he calls it desponging, like just getting everything I think I need to do on paper. It's been really pushing and trying to teach me and coach me into that for like the last year. And then finally it kind of clicks, and I'm like, I'm going to order this planner and, do these things. And then I have counseling last week, and she's like, I just really want you, your one thing to focus on this week is a list. And I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. I'm listening. So I'm really excited. You can get so much stuff done in such a short period of time when you're hyper-focused, but it's getting me to sit down and do that focus.
Totally. Now, I'm not suggesting you do this, but I used to have a friend that to get himself to write, he would have 1 hit of a joint and 2 cups of coffee, and then he could focus. Betsy actually laughed at that one. That was great.
Don't watch this.
But my whole goal with Betsy is if I could get Betsy to laugh, then I'm doing well on the live. So
Hi, Betsy.
she's in the kitchen. I got Betsy to laugh, and she goes, "Really? Like, is that what he really did?" So here's what I titled today's thing, and I wanted Vanessa to come on because I really love her positivity energy, and she really knows, social media. She's an expert, and she knows a ton. So I titled it "How to Stay Social in the Days of Isolation." So what are you doing to keep it social, and what are you seeing that business owners can use? And then I want to share with you something I set up that I'm really proud of, that I think you'll be very proud of me for.
I love you guys. I thank you for having me on here. So last night, we kind of discussed coming on here, and this morning, it's funny, I find myself getting stressed, and then I'm like, wait a second, write down what you know. And I was like, 5 minutes. So I have some really good info to share, and I want to be brief and direct because I do have a 1 o'clock. So I need to leave at about 12:45, 12:50. If that's okay, first and foremost, thanks for having me. Thank you. And thanks for everybody who's listening and watching or going to see it, for, following Jase. And also huge high five and kudos to all the lives you've been doing this week. They've all been so informative. You haven't been asking for anything. It's just been like give, serve, teach. Awesome job. We appreciate it.
That means a lot. You got me a little choked up there.
No, though. I mean, it's awesome. You're just like from your heart inspired to do the things. And you guys, I mean, you're not like half-assing it at all. You're like in your, I don't know, where were you, your garage, and I mean, just like actually doing the things, walking people through how to prepare, and that was awesome. Awesome job.
Well, hey, real quick, we're joined by the one and only, the lovely, and the amazing. It's Betsy, everybody. Please welcome Betsy to the show.
Hey! I was like, get her over here.
I know. Everybody says that. More Betsy, less you.
Vanessa.
And I don't blame
Hello,
them.
everybody.
She's just prettier than you, Jase. Sorry.
She's way prettier than me. I agree. So, by the way,
that's a good thing.
Shirt, but these are both shirts from our events. Mine says "Let Love Lead Today."
Oh, I love.
On the back.
Yes.
And we actually sold money for this place, City of Refuge Ministries. They help save kids from being slaves in Africa, and we sold them at this event. So we're matchy. We need to get you one of these.
Couples goals, you guys. Oh, hey, side note, just quick little shameless promo. Still single over here. I like them tall, dark, ambitious.
Yes, Vanessa, you get yourself out there.
Oh my gosh, I have a feeling the way it looks is this. Vanessa walks by and all these dudes just go and she's like, "What's going here?" And they're all like falling over, like, trying to fall after her. I think that's what it really looks like.
No, that's not happening. Okay, back to social media.
Yes, let's do
I'm gonna get red. You can't tell. Okay. So, first off, if you're a business owner, right now is a crazy time. My heart and my mind and my prayers are with you guys, everyone out there. Whatever we believe, it still is very real what's happening in our world. So times are tough. And this is my personal opinion. In no way am I giving, like any legal or quote unquote professional. I'm not trying to sway you in any sort of way. This is just stuff that's worked for me. Stuff that we're implementing, and just the way that I believe things are going to go. I think that it is a crazy time, but I also think we're America and we're going to bounce back. And we're all supportive of each other, and we're at the end of the day, when the crap hits the fan, we come together. So supporting local businesses, in my opinion, right now, since we have a social distancing, people are more connected and more on their phones than ever right now, than probably ever. That is a good thing and a bad thing, because there's lots of temptation and evil, dark things on there. But I don't just social media for my health. That's my business. So if you own a business, here's my quick how-to setup. If you don't have a social media, I encourage you to get a social media account. Yeah. I would first and foremost decide what your brand is, and it needs to be in detail. What is your brand? Comes down to what are the values? What are you selling? What do you guys stand for? What's your company mission? That sort of thing. And then your brand standard is your logos, your colors, your icons, your templates, all of that stuff. So get your brand decided in detail. You need to also decide which services you're going to promote and capitalize on right now.
Because you're just starting. Hold on. Can you give me those again? I want to put them up where people can see them. Because you said decide on your brand. Because
Here,
I
I
think
can
a lot
write
of
it too.
people think of that when they're going into doing social media to decide on what. Or do you want to type it in there or you want me to?
Yeah, I got it. Decide your brand in detail.
Okay.
2, you want to decide your services in detail.
Okay.
Okay. Then you need to do your market research.
Go back to that deciding the brand in detail.
Decide the brand in detail. Okay.
What is
Your
that?
brand in detail is typically what your company's values are, what your company's mission statement is. And then you need to decide what your company looks like because your brand is so important. I'm going to tell you this. I've created brand standards, or my company has created brand standards, and we hand them off to businesses. And then online, they look a certain way, and then they get into the physical place and it doesn't look anything like it because they didn't take the brand standard and put it all over their business. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it was almost falsely represented. Your branding is so important because it is how people are going to visually or auditorially, whatever that word is, remember you and think about you. Like think about Zamzos. You know the jingle. You know what color it is. You probably know where several of the locations are. Their branding is consistent all across the board. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
So your branding needs to be consistent as well. Your color, your brand standard, typically for us, branding consists of brand standard, a branding standard.
Are you able to do the regular chat as opposed to, or comments?
I don't know, am I?
Look on the right up, it'll comments, I think. Do you see everyone's comments down the page?
Well, when they post them, yeah.
Yeah, I think you can.
Here, you can do it. I'll just say them for time's sake. Okay. A brand standard consists of logos, logo variations, color templates, icons, typography. Like, so your writing needs to be the same across your platforms. You know what I mean? You're not Times New Roman here and then some other crazy one over here.
Yeah.
I agree. Keep your branding consistent. Then I do social media template examples. So what your Facebook, what your website, what your Instagram pages could look like. And then we include a business card design. That's a typical brand standard. And then whoever does your design and your layout and your media, you make sure they have that brand standard in one document in one place with all the vector files and da-da-das. Typically, they have to approve the brand first and then they get all the stuff, right? Make sure that that's in one place so that whoever's doing your media does it the same across the board and they don't have to make things up.
Yeah. You give them a foundation.
Then you want to decide which services you're going to offer in detail. A scope of service, so to speak. What are your services? What comes with those? And how much is it?
Okay.
Then you would go dive into writing.
Business owners have done, but aren't these things most business owners have already done, or do they have to rethink it for social?
I'm thinking here, new business. I started with new business first.
Okay, okay, great. Lisa Mayfield says,
some people.
Real quick, let me do some shout outs. We had a whole bunch of people join, if I can, real quick. Bob Heron joined, Telly joined, Lisa McLeod, good to see you. Dana, Albert joined. Oh, really said Ed Bagley, Donna Eller, Laura Leish. Laura's in China or Japan. I hope you're all right. Tina Kraft joined. Chris Wallace, Janelle Capsey, Lisa Mayfield. Hi, guys. Good to see all of you guys.
Hi.
Yeah, what's up? All right, keep going.
I'm most of those people, but hopefully I'll get to meet you someday.
There you go.
You will.
Yeah. I would go right into market research then. Right now is, like I said, kind of a wonky time. But if people aren't going out and about, how are you going to sell your service online, right? So do your market research. Find out who your target market is and where they might be hanging out online. Okay. And then you want to get into those groups. There's Facebook groups. There's Instagram groups. You want to, add the friends or follow the target market, engage with them. You got to do that research, figure that out, who your audience is and where your market is, okay? Next, I already said make sure your branding is in alignment across all the platforms. The next thing to do is make sure that all your copy is in alignment across your platforms. But here's something important to remember. Your target market audience on Facebook may differ than your target market audience on Instagram. So sometimes what you say is a little bit different, or how you fill in your information is a little different on Instagram than it is on Facebook. Does that make sense? You're still saying the same thing, but it may be shorter on Instagram, so to speak. They have less about you info on Instagram, right?
Yeah. How do you stand out today with so many people jumping on, by the way, especially like everyone and his brothers? My friend put a post, and I thought it was funny yet true. The worst thing about this is all the new podcasts that will be launched, which is actually true. How do you stand out this time?
It's so true.
Right.
When you're setting up your account, make sure your copy is all filled out, and then also make sure that all your contact info is the same across all your platforms as well.
Okay.
When you launch your social media, so if this is a new person, when you launch your social media, you need a profile picture. You need a background photo. Typically, I would suggest that be your logo or your face, depending on what your business is, as the profile photo. And then as the background photo, it's more of the information of what you do and how to contact them.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, here's something else that I see people not doing on Facebook. On your Facebook page, arrange your tabs in order according to what your goal is. If you need your content to be seen, you don't want your post tab way over here where people have to slide over to get to it. Does that make sense? If you are a business that's really focused on word of mouth, you want to make sure your reviews tab is one of the first things. About, reviews, posts, videos, events, whatever your goals are, make sure your tabs are ordered properly. That one really can, you think it's not a big deal, but that's front and center what people see. And if they're going to your page, they're looking for something. Right. So make sure that whatever your something is right there when you first get there. The next thing, how do you stand out, was where we're getting to you. You want to make sure that you have a campaign calendar strategy, probably a month in advance. So if you just started, you should be sitting down right now and planning out the next 30 days of content. What are you going to post? And according to your market research, when are you going to post it? Who's your target audience? What time? What days?
How do you do that market research? I always hear people talk about it, but how do you guys do this? Do you like call people up?
We dig. I look up, so let's say I'm starting a construction company. I'm going to look up other construction companies, find the successful ones, and then I go look and dig through their marketing campaigns and their posts. And it also depends on their location, right? So we'd be here locally. Those popular companies, what time they're posting, who's engaging with them, who's following with them, who are they following, and we just dig and network through it. And then accumulate that data and create our plan for what times to post, who to post for, what kind of campaigns showed a lot of engagement, which ones didn't. And we just kind of, we duplicate, but we pilot test a lot of it. But we pilot test not aimlessly. It's compiled with research that we've done for things that work.
Exactly.
Got it.
When it comes to your content, you want to be doing the same thing that's taught pretty much all across the board. 80% is education, entertainment, information, engagement. 20% is asking for the sale or the call to action, the follow, the like, the share, If you're overly promoting or overly asking and not giving, then it doesn't balance out as much. You'll probably still receive clients either way, let's be honest. But it's just a good rule of thumb to do an 80-20 principle.
Cool.
I would say right now.
We have pause. We have some questions. You're like on a roll. So
I know because I don't have a lot of time.
Natalie says, do you mean on Facebook? And she says, for the tabs. So
yes.
The tabs on Facebook. Facebook, you guys, Facebook has, I was going into some pages recently and I couldn't believe how much more detail they added to the pages. It's great. Linda says, great info. Thanks for the tab sequences. And Natalie says, wow. So
yeah, see what I mean? On my, I'm going to be backwards for you guys, but on our companies, our services are first, and then events and posts and reviews. Those are the first things you see when you come to my page.
I could share your page here if you want.
Yeah, you can do that also.
Lisa
Cavender says, hi, good to see you. Let me put, should I
put some shout out to
whatever's best for them.
Go ahead.
I don't think they heard.
Go through one more thing that I think is really important for people to do right now if they're already engaged on social media, if they already have pages. This is something I learned from Jeff, and it goes like this. What can you eliminate? What can you delegate? What can you enhance? And what can you create? If you're a brick and mortar business and right now you have to get creative, you need to go through this process. What do you need to stop doing online? If you're calling people into the store, but right now we're on lockdown, what can you start doing? Create, and then how do you start promoting that? Does that make sense?
Yep.
You can also, I would say, leverage other people's platforms. You know, they have OPM for other people's monies, OPP, other people's platforms. If you're a local company right now, is still a good time to be branding. You can still be branding. You can still be getting your content. Hey, look, there's our podcast about branding.
Yeah, here I just pulled up your hey, let me see if I can get this right. There, I just pulled up your page. So what I'm
seeing our tabs.
Here's your tab.
About services, events, posts, reviews. Yeah, I want people to see the content. Those are the first things you see, especially on the mobile site.
Yeah, on the book. And I like this. When you support small business, you're supporting a dream. That's lovely. And then, yeah, Vanessa just launched another podcast too. Look at that, 583 views. That's a lot of views, actually. That's pretty good. What is Channel 99? Is that the brand for your podcast?
He produces a ton of podcasts, takes some of the sickest concert photos around here. His name's Tim. He's a good friend of mine. So he's currently producing my podcast over at his studio.
Cool.
So that's his setup, if that makes sense.
Says that hers are vertical. That's why she was confused. Natalie, and then she says, liver every day is scrolling. I think she meant something else. Telly says, what's your handle what's your Insta handle? What's your Insta handle?
I'm at the.marketing.model on Instagram.
What would you rank up in that thing? What was your that model search thing you did? Where'd you rank? Because I thought that was cool.
I did Miss Bikini United States.
Oh, how awesome.
And where'd you come in?
I took first runner-up in my division.
I figured out what Natalie's talking about. I wrote liver every day this week on this thing that's scrolling on the Natalie, it's funny when it's about you, not about me. Now it's live every day this week. So let me make a thing with your the marketing.model.
Yeah, the .marketing.model. You had it right up there.
Yes, you already did it.
I'm putting it again.
Vanessa, I know you're almost out of time. Anything else?
I want to tell you.
Can I give these tips really quick to the people with social media?
Yes,
so keep branding on your social media and how you can keep branding, because the market's going to come back regardless. The world is not ending tomorrow or in 4 days. Your market's going to come back. Your business can keep going. If you think about shutting down, I am encouraging you so heavily to have grit and make it through this. Because it takes people who are going to succeed, like in business at all anyway. Keep it going. Push. Deal with it. So one thing to do real quick, collaborate with other companies for follows and engagement. You may not be able to sell your service right now, but brand, collaborate. Use each other's platforms and cross promote, okay? I would say create story content. So be, kind of vlog or blog during this thing. It's the hot topic right now. Get in on the action of communicating about it. How are you feeling? How are you thinking? How is it affecting you? Story branding. It's your brand right now and it's your story right now. So share it. I would also say create.
Rewind. I think you got to give people less to give them more. So say that again about story branding, and it's your story in whatever the other thing was that you said, because it was really brilliant.
It was a one-time thing. Use your story. It is your story. It's a real topic right now. So jump in on the action and engage with it. Talk about it. Communicate about it. How is it affecting your business? How is it affecting your home? How is it affecting your clients? Ask them. Ask them how things are going. Keep your engagement and your brand out there. If you asked, how do you stay ahead? How do you stay consistent, or how do you stay ahead? You stay active on social media. You pump out content. You ask people what's going on. You collaborate with other people's platforms and, follow for follow or share their stuff. Just keep branding. That's how you would do that. I would also create self-educate. So self-educate yourself right now so that when you're giving the content out or you're creating content in the future, you have more to give.
Yes.
And that's it.
Natalie says, Vanessa Ferguson, you're awesome. Thank you. Linda Epaye says she's going to flex on you. You're going to kick a field goal, and then she's going to punch you in the face.
So, okay, now what? Tell me what you're doing.
Opposite of Linda. I'm sure that means strong, awesome, and fist bump.
Yeah, like, good job, girl. You're getting it. And it broke a knuckle. She did a pound after the high five because she's like, wait, just kidding, coronavirus.
Yeah. I think she went like this. Wiggle, bam! Right there. You did so good. I'm going to punch you right in the cabeza.
She's rocky.
That's so
nice.
nice.
What you're doing.
And Linda's so nice right now. She's probably laughing and going, I would never. So, unless she's negotiating on your behalf in real estate, and then she'll field goal that person across the table from you right in their face because she's awesome.
Only you.
Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Are you ready? You're not ready. I'm going to give you a hint of what I'm doing. So I had this idea the other day because it's amazing how God orchestrates things. Here's a hint on what I'm doing.
Yes, it is.
I'm not just drinking, but I will be. So I had this idea, and it's really cool how God orchestrates. Guys, I want to encourage everyone viewing at home to do this as well. No one else is going to comment now that I made. Oh, Linda said she's so laughing so hard about this. Yeah, Linda. So here's what happened. I was thinking about how they're closing all these breweries, and last Friday we were out with a friend and we're talking. They're like, probably these things aren't going to be around for a while, and so like breweries and stuff aren't going to be around. And so what's going to happen? So I was thinking, well, why don't we just do a Facebook Live or a Zoom or a Streamyard where people could join and have their own beers? And I'm like, I think I'll call up some breweries and see if they'll do home delivery or something like that. And literally the next day, I get a text from Boise Brewing. It's a local brewery, and it says, we're doing curbside pickup or home delivery. And, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I called them up and I talked to the marketing manager, and I didn't hear back from him yet, which I was a little like, whatever. But in the meantime, and here's for all of you guys, when you have a good idea, people won't recognize the good ideas right away. You've got to just take it on yourself. So I have this thing called the beer card, where you buy this card and you go and you buy beer, you get one free at different places around town. And I meant to go to their website, but instead I by accident went to Boise Beer Buddies. And I wrote them through Facebook, not website. I wrote her through Facebook. I said, hey, I got this idea. Will you get in touch with me? She literally gets back to me within an hour. This all happens yesterday. By last night, here's what we set up. And we got all of this planned, organized. It's happening. And for all of you guys, I want you to know this. So what we're going to do is Friday night at 7 local time, we're doing home happy hour. And so what it's going to be is everybody's going to get together and they're going to grab their beers, and we're just going to have a happy hour together, and we're going to like talk and have our beers and try our beers. And so what I like this was I teamed up with the Boise Beer Buddies, and what's so cool is actually here I created this thing about their
I saw it on
overlay.
Yeah,
look, I started to create this overlay for it for the Boise. So for the thing we're going to do if you need it. So here's what's going to happen in this happy accident. She's got 3,000 people in her database. All of them like to drink beer. Most of them probably like to go out for beers. Hence, they join this. The way Boise Beer Buddies works is you go to a bar, and if you're a member, you get like $1 off your pint or whatever off your pint, and it's $20 a year. And so people who want to be social and try good beers, but they can't go out. So the reason I showed these is I bought beers from a bunch of different breweries. And what I'm going to do is try these live on the thing tomorrow night. And we're just going to sit.
I love that.
Yeah. And so for her business is suffering because she was going to have things, but now's a way to keep her business going. And then what I want to do is she sent out her newsletter today to 3,000 people, or it's going out in a couple hours. I want to see her promote these different breweries, because maybe we'll keep some breweries in business. Maybe if enough people do home delivery, at least it pays some of the bills. And then maybe we could even highlight one brewery a week. And then what we also set up is
I love that
brewery, Boise Brewing again. And this guy Nash I had met before, who's the manager, he used to have his own podcast about brewing. So I'm working to get him to come on the Zoom and talk about how to be brewing and stuff. And then the other thing we're doing, there's this guy locally in Boise that started a Facebook thing, and he's having artists go live, and then they can put up their Patreon and have people donate. So they'll play music for an hour and a half, a little private concert. And so what we're going to do is see if we can get some artists on the show too. So we'll talk, we'll BS, and we'll hey, let's throw it to the art, and we'll have some music for a while, then we'll talk and BS. Come and join us, Vanessa. You'd be super fun tomorrow night.
Can I come?
Absolutely. Everyone's welcome to. Yeah.
Jeff told me but Jeff told me you guys were quarantining yourselves. So, physically, can I come?
No, you can come on Zoom.
That's what this is about.
Level 5, Vanessa. We're going level 5. Look at how bummed she is. She's so
You're going the extra mile. That's for damn sure.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
No, what'd you say? I didn't hear it.
So you be going the extra mile for damn sure.
It's true.
Whatever. So Vanessa, where Betsy was saying, Vanessa, here's my dog Napa, giving her no personal space.
Oh, that's so cute! Look at us.
In her last night. So yeah, I've had all Boise guests on this week. Tomorrow I got a promo tomorrow's show, you guys. Tomorrow I have a guy on who's a full-on prepper. He's got on his YouTube channel, he's at 14 million views. And I had to pull teeth to get him to come on because his point was it's about pre-pairing. And I'm like, dude, just come and help these people.
Pre-pairing.
So, by the way, here's a shirt I'm gonna make. Vanessa, you need one of these. 6 feet, please. So
I love it.
So anyway, back to tomorrow night. I think it's gonna be fun. You guys, everyone who's watching, you're welcome to join. If you're not in Boise, get your favorite libation or water, whatever you want. But don't you think? So anyway, the reason I want to share that with you, Vanessa, is I really like the idea. And so people are saying, Jase, what are you going to get out of it? Well, I was telling Betsy and some other people, I have a secret goal that I want to be like Johnny Carson and have my own late night talk show. And so this will be kind of like that. But really, more than anything, I'm just going to make some new friends, help some businesses. And somehow that is going to pay off. Linda says, or other cocktail. Yes, you can have a different cocktail. And Natalie says Jason Lavelock will be all over the so so it'll be at 7 Mountain Time wherever you are. You guys are welcome to join us. So Vanessa, I know we only have like 5 more minutes with you. What else would you like to share about? And what would you like? Oh, Linda Miller joined. Carol Chico, I'm not sure how do you say it. Carol joined. Let me see who else. I've got to check different screens to see who's on the different screens. I think I've got everybody covered. Cool. Yeah, I got everybody covered. So yeah, what else would you like to share in these? You guys, please do me a favor, like and mash. By the way, here's a real testament to community and to you, Vanessa. I was having I told them the story about how we started our day.
I heard.
Yeah, oh, did you? Yeah, and I'm having such a better day now. So thank you, Vanessa. You have great day. We would let you over. It's not about you. It's just we're going on full lockdown. You guys, hey, for all of you, I want to get serious for a minute.
Yes,
everyone, you've got to go full lockdown. This thing, it's not about if you can survive. It's keeping beds available for the very sick. And after that Instagram video I saw, that young woman who's, oh man, I'm just, right? So anyway, so we get like 4 minutes from you. I want to give you the mic. What do you got to share, my lady?
Dang it. I don't know. I mean, I guess I would feel better if maybe someone asked me a question. I don't know. I just hope that everybody is okay and staying positive. Like, I'm praying for the whole situation. I'm seeing a lot of really crazy stuff and crazy behavior, and we don't want it to get worse. So, you gotta do your part, whether you think it's right or not, or whether you believe why it's happening or not. You still need to do your part in the community and in the country. You know what I mean? To make sure that as a whole, we're okay. Yeah. So someone said it really, really smart. Oh, I learned this in leadership. It is more important for us to be unified than it is for you to be right. So when I am feeling that way, I'm like, what's more important though?
Oh, I love that.
Unified than it is for, it just, and it's true. It is. And I've been kind of, honestly, a little brat about the situation, but at the end of the day, I don't want to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Whether I believe everything that's going on or not. So don't be selfish. Also, don't be so fear-based. If you do have a business or if you do have an idea, don't let fear overrun it. Keep going. Run with it. You were inspired with it for a reason.
Yeah.
So do it.
Yeah.
And work together. Work together. There's lots of other online communities. There's online events going on all over now. There's more and more people want to get connected more than ever right now. So go out and do that. You know, make those friends. Make those
home and do it. Emotionally, metaphorically, go out to do it. Go out and do it from home.
Go with your fingers and
go to your couch. Do it. Get out there on your phone. Do it.
Get out there on your phone.
Sorry, I was distracted. I was distracted by this.
By my chopstick?
Betsy has her chopstick that holds her hair in place.
I do it with a pen.
It works.
So what are your big goals today? What are you going to go out and do today?
I'm going to meet with a videographer and a photographer, and I'm going to I really have to see how I jive with people like that because we work in a close proximity together. So I'm going to go meet with him out in public. It is a friend of mine. I think outside of that, I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're going to agree with everything I'm still doing. So I don't want to argue about it on a live. I know I've been clean. I cleaned my car. I'm using the sanitizer. I'm not hugging people and whatnot, but I'm still seeing people.
Yes, I don't agree with you, and they love you.
I walked into my friend's office the other day, and a bunch of my other friends were in there, and I was like, "Hey!" I went over and hugged them, and one of them was like, "Yeah, now's not the time to be hugging." I was like, "Oh shoot, yeah, that's right." Okay, sorry guys, I'm gonna go.
There you go.
Yeah. And support local businesses. I would say that's a big encouragement today. Support local businesses.
So you know what was really trippy for me, and so this woman who runs Boise Beer Buddies, she runs kind of like not discount programs, but she'll do promotions to a lot of different places. So she was just telling me, what is it called, Mixed Greens, I think, downtown, like shop. Like they just shut their doors for a while, and like it's a moment by moment thing. It really stinks, but it makes sense if you're a local place and it's retail and people can't come and shop. What else are you gonna do? So you guys, all of us. Oh, I didn't tell you this part that we're really hoping to do for everybody. If you go on Game Night Live, it's like that bar trivia thing. They're doing a broadcast now from 7 to 9 p.m. and it's free. And or you could donate any amount. They recommend $15. And what they're going to do is start giving that money to service industry workers who are soon going to be out of jobs. So
wow, there's so many cool things going on too. Like to see how everyone is coming together and how we, you know, how things and situations and organizations are supporting each other. It is really awesome. I think there's a lot that sucks right now, but I just believe it'll come back around. It'll turn back around.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that very soon we can get for tomorrow night. I'm hoping we can set it up where we can collect donations, and then what I want to do is pick a brewery a week, and then we'll give the donations to their staff. You know, something like that. Like everybody orders from that brewery, and we give donations to that brewery, something like that.
I like it.
People, we can do a little help. So yeah, so it's been so good to have you on here today. Go stand far.
I love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Love you, Vanessa.
Thanks for everybody who watched, and I hope it was helpful.
Yeah, totally helpful. Totally helpful. Thanks so much. Yeah, totally. And I can't see the analytics on our numbers yet, but I'm sure we had tons of views.
Yeah, let me know. I'm gonna book it. I gotta go.
All right, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Vanessa. If anybody would like to reach Vanessa again, let me give out her email. You can reach Vanessa at themarketing.model on Instagram. But so she tried out for that. I was bringing up that thing about
the bikini.
Yeah, it was with one of those. Which one was it? One of the high-profile ones, like GQ, but not GQ. One of those other ones, and she was one of the top people. But what's cool is she's got brains to go along with it, and she has such a good heart. Really, Vanessa, we love you. We love you.
She does. So if you like go onto her social media, like you'll see a lot of like her bikini stuff that she does. She does model. That's something that she does, and she has so much knowledge that she's just literally spat out at us. And was awesome. Just to be, we have to like go back and like be able to really digest that because she has so much to offer, so much.
So what are you up to? What's your plans now?
Okay.
For today? Like, and what's your thoughts on everything that's going on? What's your plans? What's happening? What is your thoughts?
Okay, so I mean things are really weird right now because I just moved up to Boise 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago today, and so then this happened, and we got a little leak of what was happening, pointing us to the CDC websites, and so we've been doing a lot of research, and then we've been doing a lot of stocking up, and so we've just been kind of preparing for this. And so one of the things that we've learned lately is the 3 Ps.
I'll be right back. I have something very important to you.
Super important. But you have to remind me what the 3 Ps are. Prepare, perform, and prosper. I got it. So I feel like there's been a lot of preparing and a lot of change of things that I'm doing. And I haven't really stepped into the prospering, which is where I really want to be. And so I've just been having to do a lot of prayer, and that's where I'm finding myself, making sure that I am prepared, that I am making the adequate changes. Living in a whole nother state is a change, and then being able to get into a stage of where I can prosper. So that's what I've been up to. Are you coming back?
Yeah, I'm right now.
Okay, so yeah.
She did a really big progress because she said you wanted to. She said she wanted to jump into the prosper, and what I got is you got to earn the prosper. And the way you earn the prosper is you prepare and you perform, and then you prosper. Too many people want to prosper right away, and that's just not how it works. And in this thing, I think the earning of the prosper in this time is keeping your head on, staying at work. Not that just went outside, look at the door move. Having your sales conversations, and then you prosper. And this is what I needed to do. This is one of the most important things I stocked up on. It was a giant. I may have eaten that much by myself one night.
And this is what I've been preparing with.
You like this one? So this is important. I think this might actually be breakfast. So.
Might.
This is breakfast.
So as you can see, like in the last 2 weeks, our prepare and perform has varied some.
My belly's going proper.
I decided we should prepare and buy groceries one day. And then Jase decided he would go out to buy groceries 4 more times after me, because the preparing that I had in mind was not the same preparing that Jase had in mind.
Linda Urbina says, "Hi, beautiful."
Hello. Hi, Tia.
And then Liddy Paye says, "Snail mailing notes, cards to give people encouragement." Oh, that's beautiful, Linda. Really nice.
I love that.
Me too.
I love that.
That's super cool.
So, just I really, really like this season. This is a season, and I'm really, really enjoying this. I was listening to the Transformation Church live that they had this morning, and what he said was that this season is bringing so many more things into light than expected. For you, it was pulling out the Profit Factory. And do you want to say a little bit more what the Profit Factory is?
Nope.
So I will. The Profit Factory is, as you can tell, she still has a lot of preparing and performing to do to be able to prosper in that aspect. Are you now just eating for?
I was gonna put it on your face, my next one. So couldn't move that one.
So glad. Thank you, Jesus. So the Profit Factory is something that the Lord has given Jase from a long time ago. And so
Hi, Marvin.
the Profit Factory is equipping church leaders I'll put it like that.
No.
Equipping church leaders.
Christians, self-identified Christian business owners.
And not just business
And church
owners,
leaders. And church leaders.
But yes, to be able to speak, because that's, and to live a life that
brings people to God.
brings to God, yeah. And so, that has been able to come out of this. And for me, there's things that I have been just like, okay, I'll get to it eventually, God. And I haven't. And so I am acting on those things. And so this season, I hope can do the same for everybody else, to really develop these ideas, the things that God has inspired us to do with the people that we love.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, we had some new viewers. Dwayne Segoya joined. Amy Bandit. Oh no, I'm sorry. Adri Bandit joined. Hi guys, thanks for coming in. Yeah, so the Profit Factory is sales marketing mindset for Christian business owners, and it's training for the pastor. Like, angry pastors make angry churches, so it's actually bringing personal development to the body of Christ, and then helping pastors be more engaging. And part of the reason for that, you guys, is if you've gotten anything out of today, if you've laughed, if you've enjoyed it, if you've got some business training, if I've ever been able to impact your life at all, it's only because God pulled me through. I went through a huge depression and the recession itself, and I had many thoughts of would it be better if I wasn't here. And here's how I get to summarize it. I used to do this event, $2,500, and I was like, I'm just going to give it away. And I was like, I'll probably make sales in the back end, whatever. And this one guy comes up to me and goes, hey man, thanks for giving that away. That was so cool of you, and I'm sure you'll make sales and you'll make it up. And I was like, yeah, I'll make it up. And then I paused and I thought, and I went, no, that's not it. God has given me so much that I want to pass that on. And so while we do a business and we want to make money, and we do make money, and that provides us the capacity to help more people and buy more marketing and help more people. And really, I do it out of God blessed my life immensely, and emotionally, mentally, physically, I'm here that I can get through. And I want to pass that on. And so the Profit Factory is about equipping more people to share the love and light of God, not the rules, not the regulations, not the judgment, condemnation. Too many people have been burned by that. It's about the light and love of God. So I think we're going to wrap up soon. One thing we didn't do yet is pray. So I want to pray with you guys.
And some shout outs.
Yeah, we'll do some shout outs for sure.
So I know from my
How come I'm not seeing these names over here? Probably because I have so many. We're streaming to like multiple places, so I don't see everyone who's joined. If I didn't shout you out, I apologize.
Yeah. We're changing things up a little bit. So shout out to Nathan, to my cousin Hoen, to Yvonne, to my tia Linda, to Cindy, to my cousin Gabby, and to Tere.
Do you want to explain to people what a tia is? Because she has so many tias.
So, tia is a Spanish word for aunt. That's all it is. So, like auntie so and so, it's just literally saying aunt.
So, if you don't know what it is, though, it's easy to be like, how are there so many tias in this world? So, you guys, please smash that like and love button. What?
Nothing. But you're learning Spanish. So.
I am learning Spanish. But evidently, I ordered Babbel, and there is sorry, I just got a text from one of the guys that we're gonna have on, and I said, "Can you talk?" He's like, "Not at the moment. It's been chaos at the brewery, running around putting on fire." Poor guy. I bet it is crazy. I bet they're trying to produce as much as they can while being sanitary. Oh,
yeah.
what a blessing, guys! I'm so blessed and grateful that my business is kind of virtual and we're going more and more online. If yours isn't, our prayers and thoughts are with you. And I want to encourage you. There's always money out there. As one of my friends and mentors, Suzanne, says, there's never lack of money. There's a lot of lack of creativity. And I really believe this. When you have to, you will. People will come together. When you have to ask someone to lend you that roll of toilet paper or food, you will. And you'll be fed. And money will show up when it has to, and you'll get through. And on the other side of this, when we talk about the prosper, there's going to be a lot of opportunities on the other side of this. For those of you in speaking, boy, people are going to be pent up. As opposed to people bitching about having to travel to come to an event, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I get to travel to an event and be around people. Lay it on me, baby. And so in any business, there's going to be that. It's going to take a while to get there. Real estate, there's going to be some good opportunities to buy. And we don't want to be mercenary and take advantage of people. And for those of you who are prepared and did the work, there's going to be lots and lots and lots of opportunities to take care of people and to have some success in business. So some other people, Chrissy Orlando's watching. Did you shout out?
Yes, I did.
And
And
then
then Christian just hopped on. Hi, Christian.
hi, Christian. So it's exciting, you guys. It's really, really exciting. And we couldn't be more happy to have you on and with us on this journey. So we can support you. Let us know if there's anything we
Hello,
can
Sarah
do
Ann.
to help you. Let us know. Who are you shouting at?
Sarah Ann.
Hi, Sarah Ann.
I met Sarah Ann at Onsite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's my roommate.
Awesome. Yeah, oh, very cool. How'd you like Onsite, Sarah Ann? Was it amazing? I loved it.
Amazing. We
So,
still
we know
get
what
catch up.
Onsite is doing right now. Because, you know,
I know.
if you
I'm sure
were
they're doing
at Onsite for like 2 months in lockdown, that wouldn't be so bad. You'd be so cleaned
Oh
out by the
my
end of it,
goodness.
and you'd be fat from all that amazing food.
Yes, I like that idea. Let's go to Tennessee. shall we?
Yes. So, you guys, we have happy hour tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, happy hour. What does that mean? Grab your favorite beer. It was meant to be initially think for people in Boise and local Boise breweries, but everybody join us. I will put on my Facebook page. We'll do it on the Boise. I think we're going to stream it out to the Boise Beer Buddies page, but whatever. Just check on my Facebook page tomorrow night, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, 7 Mountain, and just grab a drink, come and socialize. We're working on getting some music set up. We'll just have some fun conversation. And we're going to run it from Zoom. So we're going to invite you guys to jump on and have your video on and just kind of share a drink together. And we're going to wind down the week and have a home happy hour. We're going to come together separately, isolation. So that's what it'll be about. So you guys, please mash that love button and like and share the stream. We're going to be live every day this week. So let me recap what we went over this week. Monday, we had someone come over who is expert in food prep and storage. We've had on Tuesday, that was Joanne from Auntie Jojo Helps. On Tuesday, by the way, she got inspired to finally get her Instagram and her Facebook pages set up. And she's doing all kinds of recipes and videos. Thank you for mashing that love, whoever that is. Love you guys. And then on Tuesday, we had an expert on how to keep your business visible during this time. And she's doing a telesummit. I think it's $35, but there's a free code. Use code Jase. Look on my page. On my Facebook page, you'll see all this stuff. She's doing like 35 speakers over the course of 7 days. So
And it
like,
started today, right?
yeah, it started today. And so it's like 11 to 1 each day. And
Time zone?
I don't know the time zone. Check it. I'm on Saturday at 9:45
Sunday.
here. No, Sunday. Sunday.
Please will have this all squared away and let you know.
I'm speaking on this thing. Sunday? Really?
I can be on.
Oh, Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday the 21st. I'm at 11:45 Eastern, 9:45 Mountain, 8:45. I'm going to talk about speaking and putting together presentations. So and then Wednesday we had Jeff on, who is an expert on keeping your head on right and keeping your business going during this time. Today we have Vanessa on social media. So I'm encouraging you guys, go back and check out those videos. And then And then tomorrow we're gonna have a guy who's an expert in prepping. He's got like 14 million views on his channel, and pretty awesome dude, and he knows his stuff inside and out. So he's gonna give you some tips on mindset and what you can do to take care of your family going forward and take care of yourself. And I think you have a responsibility to you guys. Also, if you're one of the people who's bought a firearm, there's a lot of first-time buyers recently. Please be responsible. Take classes and stuff are being shut down, but find someone who can show you how to safely load and unload it. It's a lot harder to, if you've never had any experience with a firearm, it's harder to unload a magazine safely than you think because it can leave one chambered in the gun. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. You have to pull it out.
Yeah, exactly. Basically what I'm saying is just get some training, be responsible, and if you're buying a weapon, for the love of goodness, put it in a safe if you have kids and lock it up. Do not leave it laying around. That's completely irresponsible. Be responsible. Also, I think I have membership to Front Sight. It's one of the world's best firearm training facilities. I'm going to see how low of a price I can get those for first-time buyers because I want you guys to be safe. But right now, I imagine they're not doing classes either. So in the meantime, I don't know, maybe I could have a friend on. Actually, would you guys be interested if I brought a friend on who's an expert in firearms and we could do an online class? Actually, I'll just do it. I'll set it up for next week sometime. We'll do a thing about just how to load and unload your firearm and be as safe as possible.
Can you promote your Speakeasy?
Yeah, sure. And I have a thing too.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Every Tuesday at 11 Pacific, 2 Eastern, we do Speakeasy with Jase, and we do sales marketing mindset training. And we do a lot of training on how to put together your presentation and rock it. And you might think, well, where are people speaking now? Seminars and webinars. That's where people are speaking now. And you only get one chance. And if you rock that one chance, you get more. But if you bomb it, you get less. So it's time to learn to speak. I'm also going to be launching out a weekly training, an intensive, a master class on how to rock public presentations. And the reason why it's a good time for that is if you put in the training now, when it comes time to get out there and perform, you'll be trained up and you'll rock those stages when they come back. And you'll be better on your seminars and webinars. So there's a lot of ads. Any questions from you guys? We have some more comments coming. We have lots of comments. Let's go through these comments. Where were we? Kristen said hello. Sarah said we were up here. Marvin said, hey, Jase. Hey, thanks, Marvin. Christian says, hello. Sarah Ann says, hey, Betsy, you're the... I agree. She is the cutest.
Oh, thank you, Sarah Ann. You're too sweet.
Let's have you read them.
And then Sarah Ann mentioned, I can't read whenever you type it. Onsite was phenomenal.
Read it right here. Right here.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Oh. They're right there. Your glasses are literally right here.
Cool. Love it. Yes. That's it. So Sarah Ann would love to join us for
join us
for the happy hour, right?
Yeah, home happy hour.
Stealing this idea. What idea? The home happy hour? I would let me know.
No, she's stealing the light bulb New Year's Eve idea. Marvin says fires and safety, yes, and good idea. Thank you guys.
Some shout outs as well. Let me see. Abraham jumped on. Hi, Abraham. And then Bernice jumped on. Hi, Berta.
Hi, Berta. Well, this is Jason, Betsy from World Class Speaker Academy. We love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow, noon Mountain, 11 Pacific, 2 Eastern. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Great.